Are we going to talk about it? Of course we're going to talk about it, even if nobody else really gives a shit. Before I get into this video, I do have a TikTok if you would like to join me there. Hashtag sensitive sissy warning. If you don't know, that's my hashtag there. And I do post frequently. I post videos about Germany, about life, about just anything that I feel like that day, about drama. So if you would like to join me, it is linked below. All right, so my best friend actually suggested for me to watch the Manny MUA interview that Smokey Glow did, and I'm very happy that she suggested it to me, and it has multiple reasons, and I'm gonna get into this. But first of all, I have to say, me and my best friend, actually, we sit there and we conspirize and we talk beauty, we talk drama, we talk, ooh girl, So the beginning of the video is actually just her asking questions about the beginning of his career and about how he got started. And what really was interesting to me is the how quick he made it. Like, girl, you got the views. But what was also very, very telling is that this was the beginning of this whole influencer craze, this love for influencers. Like, girl, I want to see influencers. I want to see them review products before I buy them. I want to learn how to do makeup. And actually, she said it was like this whole thing has changed in the beauty community, where it went from I want to learn how to do makeup to entertainment. And I loved it. I loved it because me and my BFF have been talking about this whole time, how the change of videos and how the content has evolved into not learning how to do makeup, but actually just entertaining your crowd, your fans, your people that watch you. So I do think Manny is still more on the teaching and reviewing side, but he's also entertaining. So I do think he has that pizzazz to give you both of the styles of influencer videos. What was very telling is his rapid rise to fame. If you don't know, he actually worked at MAC and Sephora. I don't remember now which was the last one he worked at, and forgive me for that. You can comment below because I'd already forgot. I wanted to do this video when it was fresh in my squirrel brain because the flamingo can't remember everything. But anyway. So not only did he work actually at a cosmetic store, where I think a lot of his knowledge for sales probably came from. I think that it was a great start for a lot of these people that I see now on YouTube making it big. They started at MAC, they started at Sephora, they started, working there and getting the knowledge, knowing what people like, what they dislike, what the trends are. And I think that was a really good beginning for Manny. And I actually love that part about him. They get also into drama. Smokey Glow asks some really, really serious questions about Dramageddon and everything. I do have to say the only thing that I didn't like is they touched on Jeffree when there were no questions answered. And my initial thing is, yes, I understand there could be legal reasons, which we've all speculated that there's an NDA, right, between Jeffree and Manny and stuff, and that's the reason he cannot speak about it. But quite honestly, why insert it? Because I knew he could speak about Patrick. The reason why he could speak about Patrick is because they made up. They're friends again. And I don't think there's a legal contract between them that stops him from actually speaking about, them and their relationship. But anyway, I just thought it was weird that she inserted the Jeffree Star part. I think that it was very unnecessary to me. If no questions were going to be answered, don't put it in. It's a part of him, but it was very irrelevant because in the next thing, she asked him questions about Patrick or how their relationship and how the influencer relationship came about and the whole, social climbing, which a lot of the T channels actually always put in that weren't on Manny's side. Like, he's a social climber, he's this and that. Well, let's be real. Nikita, Gabriel, Jeffree, all these people were also social climbing because they were collaborating. And why were they collaborating? And that was the best point in the video, because they lived close to each other. They all live in California, so they can collaborate, which was a great point. I think social climbing was used to get a rise out of a lot of influencers. Like, oh, you're social climbing because you're doing like collaborations with so-and-so, so you're social climbing. Well, they were all social climbing together with each other. They were like jumping on each other's back and climbing and doing all this stuff. But the interesting part was that when she asked him the question about this, is that actually YouTube wanted them to do this because it was so hot and popular. So it was initiated, it was wanted, it was like, you guys should like get together, do a little social climbing together. But yeah, so the whole social climbing thing was debunked, and I hope that nobody ever uses it again, because at that point in time, that was the hot thing to do, to kind of work together, do videos together, be seen together, because that way you were made. Like if you were hanging out, if you wanted to be an influencer and review makeup, you had to have that buddy. You had to have that BFF, that hook up to get into the scene. So I think that can be debunked. I think what was interesting is also that Manny does a lot of his own ideas. Like he explained about, you know, wanting to be affordable, wanting to have like specific types of like, you know, like packaging. Like this is Revolution, that's a bad example. If we get into Revolutions, they duped him. Like, let's be shady. I actually have the highlighter from Revolution, and it looks so similar to Manny's highlighter. It is like, I don't even know where it is. Like I could be like searching for life, because I'm a mess. But anyway, so I think that Manny gave us a lot of good points on his life and where he's at right now and what he wants. And especially also on the jumping into drama that a lot of influencers in the beauty community made a habit of for quite some time, if we're like really honest. But I don't know. I think that the video of Smokey Glow and Manny was great. It was actually very interesting to see two people come together, especially Smokey being very vocal and very open, and opinions matter to her. She wants her voice to be heard, and she wants other people's voice to be heard. So I think it was very important for this video to be made. And I think that it shows dedication and hard work pays off, because she is somebody that you can trust, and you know that she's going to be level-headed and think through it. So I admire her for that, and I think it's a great video. I do think that it shows that drama does not only need to be drama. It could also be a different type of tea that can be ate with a little cucumber sandwich and enjoyed as a reflection to what the whole drama community has been through and the beauty community has been through. So I actually applaud her for it. I highly suggest to watch this video, even if you're not a fan, and you can take away from the whole drama and being that it helped give a little bit of a better light onto who Manny is, and show change of character, change of attitude, growth, the whole thing. So maybe it will help him gain those followers back, because I think that a lot of it was just he say, she say. We have no freaking clue what really happened. It was all just, he's the bad friend. We acted like freaking high schoolers. Snap out of it. Like, snap out of it. We acted like high schoolers, and we just don't want to admit it. I never unfollowed Manny, because I was like, what'd he do? What was the reason? Like, what was the reason for all this? Like, what are we doing? Where are we going with this? Who are we going to believe? Because it's he against he. And I'm like, oh God, I don't know. I have no idea. But either way, we're going to keep it classy. And I enjoyed the video. I think that it was a great idea, and I hope to see more of this. And I hope even to see more of maybe people who are less spoken about, who are also very unproblematic, and they might have never been problematic. I want to hear from other influencers, like, for example, Roger Mura, Cole's World, God, who else? I would even love to hear from Jackie Aina, her feelings about everything, but in an interview session with somebody else. Like, give the reins to one of the drama channels that might have talked bad to you, and change their audience's mind. Like, change their mind and change their thought about you, because I think that you know, when you look at it, Jeffree does interviews all the time. That's part of his, like, you know, clean up my act campaign over here, you know. But I think that for other people, it would be great to get a platform to speak about their experience in the industry, with companies, with dealing with creating content, dealing with all of that. I think it would be great, and I would love to see more of that, and I'm here for it, because quite honestly, I have to say, Thomas Halberd, I know some of you guys might not watch him or don't know who he is or could care less what he's doing. But he did this really great video about Mac, and I was there for it. I was like, yes, give me history and point of view from an influencer, and let me hear about. A lot of people like me, mommies, wanted to become influencers, just regular people testing makeup, doing videos, taking pictures of their looks. And I think that for a lot of us, the interest was, how did you make it? How did you handle it? Like what companies approached you? How did it work? Like, I think sometimes it would be really interesting to have a background story to the influencer and to the influencer's life, no matter how, if they have 1 million followers or if they have like 200 or 100,000 followers or less. Like, I would love to hear that, and it would be like a great series to do with multiple level influencers and see where their life is at now. But yeah, so this is my video today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Just a little talk, a little moment, a little like, girl, I had to talk about it. I had to get it off my chest. But if you would like to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and well, I don't have Facebook. Who uses Facebook? Do you guys still use Facebook unless you're stalking your family? So thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you when I do another video, because there's always something to talk about and somebody is always messing up. So bye.